Good evening all and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. It's Sunday night, which means it's trad beer night. And the beer we're going for tonight hails from Yorkshire. It's from HELMSLEY Brewing Co. It's this one. It is their Yorkshire Legend. And Yorkshire Legend is a classic Yorkshire bitter weighing in at 3.8% ABV. And it says on the side of the bottle, handcrafted classic Yorkshire bitter from our North York moors. This classic Yorkshire bitter carefully blends 5 Yorkshire malts with 2 English hops, broodingly dark and toasted. It combines floral and berry notes in a uniquely rich recipe that blends rewarding complexity with easy drinkability. Your beer tasting notes are as follows. The colour is rich amber. The taste is malty, toasted, earthy and caramel. The aroma is berry notes. The malts listed are black, chocolate, crystal, Maris Otter Pale and wheat. Your hops are listed as Northdown and Goldings. I love Goldings. Your sweetness is 3 out of 5. Bitterness is 4 out of 5. So, what we're going to do, we're going to get it out into a glass and see what we think. And then at the end, we'll revisit, if I remember, all of those lovely notes on the side and see how true it rings. So we're going to pour into my Lemmy glass, because it's a nice half-pint glass. And the pour is... oh, I suppose it's not wrong. Amber. They're not lying. Let's leave it about there, actually. So your beer in a glass is crystal clear, amber in colour. Let's focus. Yeah, amber in colour. Off-white head, relatively tight and compact, and well carbonated. So, let's have a whiff. They say berry. I'm getting beautiful twiggy brown malt and classic bittering hops. Berry, maybe. I'm getting that lovely burnt sugar, those caramel notes. But maybe not berry. Let's give it a bit of a swirl and sniff. That phrase is copyright Scott and Wanda, so thank you for the loan. No, definitely not berry for me, but lots of beautiful things that I enjoy nonetheless. So, it looks good, it smells delicious. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. Body is beautiful, just under medium. Carbonation is plentiful but not OTT. And I really like the flavour. It's twiggy in the good way. It's lovely, deep malts, rich, warming, robust. There is caramel, there is that burnt sugar, there is toffee, there is lots of lovely things. It's nice and bitter, but not OTT. There is a subtle hint of booziness, even though it's only 3.8%. It's really, really good. It's got all the twig an Englishman can want in his ale. And I just want more. This is a beer I wish my dad would have got to have tried, because he would have enjoyed this a lot. And me and my dad have very similar tastes in our beers. In fact, I got most of my influences from him, and he was a big lover of a well-known Kentish ale named after an aeroplane. And this is better. Yeah, it is. It's lovely. It's lovely. Scoreboard of joy time, ladies and gents, boys and girls. So, HELMSLEY Brewing Co.'s Yorkshire Legend has currently got zilch. So let's fill it in And we're going to get the red pen of judgment ready, because it's easier for me to do that, then revisit the pour, which we're going to do this way round. Look at that, it's a beautiful chestnutty, twiggy brown with a glorious off-white head, lovely clarity, and yeah, it looks the part. It's beautiful to look at. It's getting a full point. The aroma. Now let's go back to the bottle for this bit. As I said, I would. It says berry. I don't get berry. It also says floral. Maybe floral. Berries, it depends on what you've done with them. I mean, if you burnt them and caramelized them heavily, maybe, but not fresh berries. Yeah. I love the aroma though. It's beautiful, twiggy brown, malty, hoppy, classic bitter. There is absolutely nothing I would change about this beer, so I'm giving it a full point. The body, just under medium, lovely carbonation. There's enough of it that it pushes the flavour around your mouth, but not too much that you think this is a bit on the gassy side. I can only imagine how good this will be on cask. It's having a point for the body. And the flavour, as I said, me and my old man, God rest him, had almost identical sort of tastes in beer as we were growing up. I'd buy something, he'd drink half of it. He'd buy something, I'd drink half of it, you know. We'd go down the middle on everything, and this would have been right up his alley. Beautiful malts, deep, rich, warming, toasted caramel, hints of toffee, hints of winter warming wonderfulness. And they talk about the flavours as being earthy. I get it. I think that's what I mean by twiggy. Toasted, malty, and caramel. Yes, 100%. But it's also got the beautiful bittering Goldings hops that just bring that classic bitter vibe. You know where I'm going with this one. It's having a point. In the finish, on a bitter of this nature, I want it to be bitter, understandably, malty and warm. It doesn't have to be hop forward. The malts really shine in this beer, and that is an absolute asset to it. It's having a point. So HELMSLEY Brewing Co.'s Yorkshire Legend has got a full 5 out of 5. One more sip before we go to the bonuses. Would I buy it again? Oh yeah. 100%. It's worth another visit up to HELMSLEY. HELMSLEY. I was corrected by people who live locally that it is HELMSLEY, not HELMSLEY. Maybe you know it differently. I don't know. Value for money. Yeah. I can't remember what I paid for it. It wasn't a huge amount of money. A couple of quid a bottle, something like that, from the brewery. Yeah, 100% value for money. They could have charged me $3.99 a bottle, and I would have absolutely paid it because it's glorious. Anyway, bonus points. Is it one of the best bitters I've had this year? Yeah, it is. Like I say, it's got all the classic flavours of a bitter that you want, that you need, and it does it with excellence. As I happened to mention earlier as well, it's better than the Kentish-based ale that's named after one of my favourite planes of World War II. More so since they ruined the recipe. Damn you, bean counters. But yeah, this is just an absolute delight of a bitter, and one that everyone should experience. And it's got all the points. So, all I will say to the brewery is I'd like you to have a few more bottles on your shelves when people go. Every time I've been, there's only been 2 beers on offer. Last time it was an IPA and a Saison. This time it was the Legend and another Pale Ale. It'd be nice to have a few more. I want to see your stouts. I want to see a bit of everything, ideally. But hey, it's good beer, so people are buying it, right? Anyway, yeah, it's a great bitter. You need to try it if you haven't already. It's well worth the trip to HELMSLEY, and if you can't get there, get it online. I'm going to leave it there and say That's been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I'll see you again soon for another one. Bye for now.